found out I have a delay, and I apologize in advance for my delay.
Yeah, let me know if I turn robot on this too, because that happens sometimes. So what's going on for today?
I tell you what, I wish I really knew, but one thing we gotta get better at, and myself, when I say we, is really we gotta start each show with these guys who do a great job of sponsoring us. So let's start off with that now. So let's.
Hold on.
I thought you were playing the one that had my voice already to it.
No, I lost that one. I'm sorry.
I was waiting, and I was like, dude, it ain't working.
No.
All right, so because we're dumb and fun, let's try it again.
Okay, ready? And go.
Interlock broadheads. American-made broadheads with precision shooting. Please take the interlock challenge. How'd I do?
All right.
All right. I like that. All right.
I have a.
You got another one?
I have a BCI one.
Let's do BCI.
And go.
Backcountry innovated, where skull mounts become the new innovated way of doing things. These skull mounts are.
Yeah, I only have 12 seconds. Come on, you had 10 seconds, bro. 10 seconds.
I forgot how many seconds I got. I had 2 words.
I got 2 words for you.
I got it.
I got one more with Susquehanna Game Lures.
All right, let's do it.
You know what I mean. Susquehanna Custom Lures. Ready? 11 seconds and go.
Susquehanna Custom Lures. Home of the Ken's Redfin. Also home of all your own custom lure needs.
That's better. That's better. I'm giving you that one.
I got it. I got it. So we actually have this pre-made. I'll have to resend it to Chris. One thing we wanted to do was we wanted to put all our guys one-on-one voices on each ad, so it wasn't just one voice. But what we are going to do is start playing that from here on in the beginning with, even if it's my sexy voice on it, and we'll go from there. So at least we'll have something there versus nothing. Now, we do also have to add on that in this we have Northern Mountain Game Calls, the Chubby Buck. Chubby Buck is another one that makes all the custom calls. So you guys want to make sure you get them. And also Matthew Bladeworks.
Don't trust them. I don't trust Barnes for nothing.
No, you cannot. You got me on that once before. It wasn't you, Barnes. But you got me on it before. I'm pretty sure it was almost the same name. Let's not do a shout out to that. Okay, fell for it.
No, that was the birthday thing. What the heck was that?
Yeah, I forgot, but it was drastic. It was so bad, dude.
It was hilarious.
So it's so bad. But I'll tell you one thing I did think we could talk about a little bit today, Chris. And that's crop damage.
Okay.
So
not crop dusting.
I guess for me, you can tell everybody what you said when you pulled into my house that one day, and I kind of chuckled at you. You remember the comment you said when you came down my driveway?
Yeah, first off, I'm okay. No robots, anything like that?
You're good.
Okay. So when I first pulled into his lot the other day, at his place, I looked at the cornfields and the soy fields and everything else, and I knew we just had a storm. So I asked him, I said, hey, was it real bad here that it blew all the corn down? Because it was, I bet you, the first, 15 rows? Easy.
Oh, it's bad.
And it was the whole line down. The whole 15 rows were almost laid over.
And my response, I laughed a little profusely and said, Chris, that's a deer.
That's why we have red tags.
Yeah. And
before we go how is Skip?
Well, I'll tell you what. I just spoke with Skip tonight. If everyone could still keep Skip in their prayers, it would be greatly appreciated. Skip has RSV so bad that it literally basically gave him pneumonia. And anybody that knows Skippy, knows that Skip had a kidney disease, so his immune system is not the same. So this is really kicking his butt bad.
Now, that being said, Skip would expect you to make fun of him and tease him right about now. So, and any communication with him would be appreciated.
Yeah, and even more than that, if you could just say a prayer for him, give a shout out. I mean, that poor guy, he has been through a lot in his life. So and listen, God blesses him. He always brings him back healthy and keeps him going. And we have faith God will do the same now. But he really could use your prayers.
In fact, I'm going to play his intro just because.
Kind of made me cry a little bit. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
So anyway, back on the red tag scenario.
Yeah.
So, Chris come down the driveway. I laughed profusely, and he didn't think I was funny, of course. And I explained to him that the deer are damaging the crop so bad. And something I didn't notice, I didn't notice this until I actually lived on a farm because I was against red tags. I red tag hunted, and I won't lie about that, for the meat because I was a single dad. I am a single dad, but 3 kids for 10 years, and the meat was more important than my morals. But I didn't. So I guess what I am trying to say is this: I'm not against red tag hunting. I'm against a farmer being allowed to shoot a deer and let it just lay.
That's a thing. 1 sec.
Oh, he's back. Oh, I like that intro. That was pretty good.
See, this is what I do. This is my
What's
job.
up, guys?
What's up, Mike?
How's everybody?
Good.
All right.
Good. So, Mike, we were just talking about red tag hunting.
And I agree. I saw some. I talked to a farmer. I won't name names. But
look how they destroyed your crops over there already.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy said that he loses per type of crop about $25,000 a year because of deer damage. And
No,
so
not just deer.
Well, I know, right? But he said that they do a lot to it because he has the different. Again, I don't want to say just in case people know him, but he'll do that where they will just pop them as they're driving by on the tractor and just let them lay.
Well, and legally, they're allowed to do that.
That's crazy.
Yep, legally, if I remember the rule correctly. Now, I don't want to be quoted on this, but if I remember the rule correctly by prior conversation with other farmers,
right,
that you shoot them and you have to gut them and let them lay. That's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
My thing is this: call me, I'll take them.
Well, I know, but I think then they break the standard rule as a farmer. So I think that's what they're afraid of, right? I mean, I would say they're afraid of getting in trouble, that they can't do what they want to do. I mean, it's sad, really.
I just read an article. It was just recently that the farmers and their employees, anybody that works for them and stuff, can shoot unlimited.
Yes. You must be on the payroll.
Yep.
So I believe rule states if they even pay you $1 a week, you're on the payroll.
Yeah, and there's no limit.
Must be on the payroll. And listen, guys, I'm not trying to be smart, but out here watching what I'm seeing now, I'm just mind blown. Like,
they tear stuff up.
Every deer trail that goes into that corn is just absolutely destroying. The corn this year is a great year for crops. A great year. We had a great amount of rainfall. The corn is super high. If you look at it, and now, if anything, might have grew a little too fast.
I took notice. The bears are starting to show up around here again.
Yeah, I just looked it up, and it does say that if whatever the animal is attempting to kill their wildlife, they can take it out free and clear. Okay, but if they have to apply for an agricultural deer removal authorization that allows them to remove, to put it nicely, harassing deer, so they can harass them or kill them outside of any normal deer season, as long as they have that permit. But they must have that permit, or else they are not legally allowed to do so.
So, Chris, can you play that video I put up?
No.
We had a YouTube. Somehow I knew that was going to be the answer. So we had a YouTube short up, and I think in the YouTube short, anybody watching, I realize that we also go to, we're also on Spotify, Apple, and all those places. But anybody that can actually watch us live, that video is a great way to show you what I mean by the corn damage. It's absolutely insane. Now, I have cameras all over, so I can.
It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing.
It's not bare. Here you go. Here's the short.
All right, now hear me. I'm not a farmer. I don't pretend to be a farmer, but I do live on a farm. And someone goes through the property and maintains, the soybeans and corn and things they plant. So I just want to show you all, guys. I am not going to say I'm against red tags. I'm against how they are. But I want to show you why these happen. Look at all the corn stalks and leaves ripped off. You can see the deer tracks all going through there.
Right there, Chris. Look at that. Now look how high that corn is behind there. And look at that circle.
Well, the thing is, this is where red tags come in for crop damage, because the deer are destroying the stuff.
You can stop
So
that.
Although I may not totally agree with red tag,
but you see, it looks like a crop circle. Like it's that corn was 8 foot tall and is now 2.5 if you're lucky. They've literally eaten everything.
If they chew it off, yeah.
And I hear a lot of guys comment and say, "Well, red tags are bullcrap. They should issue more DMAPs." So I guess this is where our conversation really gets a little deep tonight. So I'm going to give my input in this, and you guys please jump in. So I think the issue with DMAPs is this: DMAPs are great. You can farmer can give you can go buy them. You can come in and hunt the area. Okay, now you still pay for that tag, but they can be issued by your farmer, a DMAP tag. The issue is a lot of these farmers, and guys, forgive me, but I'm going to use this word, which is morons, come in here. We had a farmer, so I stopped talking to a farmer last year who absolutely hates deer. Listen, when I tell you hates deer, this guy was chasing them off with a broom. Like, he hates them. He's running through the field. I stopped and said to the farmer, "Hey, now I didn't try a red tag scenario. I didn't try it. I just went right with a hunting for permission scenario." Okay. And I said, "Hey, I would gladly come in and help hunt this and take some of the deer off for her if you would like." He responded with, "You must think I'm stupid." And I said, "No, I don't, sir. Why would you say that?" So he said, "I left a guy like you in here 10 years ago, and he almost shot one of my kids." So
really,
yeah. So the issue we have, everybody's hating the farmers, and I don't agree either. But the hate shouldn't all be toward the farmer. Us as hunters got to get smarter.
Right. One guy ruined it for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what happens. A lot of farmers want the deer dead. They want them gone. But if they issue all these DMAP tags to idiots that they don't know, and I'm sorry, I keep using those words, but that's really what it is. You end up shooting their house, shooting their cow, shooting their dog. I mean, I don't know. How do you guys feel?
I agree.
Chris, you have to have an opinion in this. I know you.
Mm-hmm. It's just you got one knucklehead that ruined it there. For example, just that property.
No, that part is lack
See
of
that comment?
intelligence. Which
Sorry,
one?
Chris. I know you've seen that comment.
Oh yeah, the one from Barnes that I put up. Yeah,
I
if they come up here,
just noticed your comments. I just noticed them, and I'm sorry I
Yeah.
missed you were putting them up.
and then, but no, absolutely. I think they should be properly managed. I don't think. I mean, it's their livelihood. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm a guy that says I want more deer out there. Now, how can I want more out there if I'm saying kill more of them? You know what I mean? That's the dilemma I'm at.
So let me ask you
in an area like Ben's saying, that those deer are just going to get so overpopulated because you won't let anybody in there to control them.
And I can't blame the guy though. If one
not at all.
Members, no. But yeah, it's. I think you get with DMAP. I think you get 5 tags every 5 acres or something like that, and you can use them from February 1st till September 28th. If I remember right, don't quote me. Don't quote me on the dates.
Everybody froze.
No, we're fine.
Well, on my end, everybody froze. Sorry, that's why I was just trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah. But no, again, so either way, my issue with the farmers hunting them thing is not if they hunt them. If they hunt them and they're doing it legally, that's perfectly fine. However, when they hunt them or kill them rather and just let them lay there or kick them off into the bush, that's when I have a problem with it. That's when you're wasteful. And that I don't care for that. Like I said, if you want to do that, if you as the farmer want to shoot them, and I've told them already, call me if you don't want to take them. I'll come out, I'll gut them, I'll clean them and everything. I don't care.
So what if legally that they're not allowed? And the rule states they can't, because I'm pretty sure the rule states they have to gut them and let them
Okay.
I could be completely wrong.
That's what they're supposed to do, Abo. They're supposed to contract the work to trusted hunters. That's what the DMAT tags and things are, red tags are for. But if they're doing it like that, I can promise you, I know farmers that are doing it illegally anyway and just throwing them off to the side without bothering to go. They just let them bloat and explode. No, I'm saying if they want to, even if they want to do it legally, if they want to get off and they want to gut it, I hate the fact that it goes to waste. Even though they're legally allowed to do it, yes, I get it. I'm still allowed to not like it.
Yeah. No, I listen, I'm with you. So let me ask you guys this. Let's go. Okay, same thing with fishing. Typically, my fishing vest doesn't have trout in it. It has garbage that clowns throw on a bank and end up. Yeah, I
Absolutely
agree.
Yes.
I agree totally.
Yeah.
So here's one for you guys that might be a little off. And again, it's the same topic. So there's different things out there. The farmers can do it themselves. You have red tags, which is now ag tags in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And DMAP are different.
And you have DMAP tags. So they now, right. So a DMAP tag must be done during the hunting season with the weapon of the season. That's the DMAP. Mm-hmm. So if it's bow season, you must kill it with a bow. On that, you can only hunt that farmer's area.
Yeah.
That issued you the DMAP tag.
And if
an ag tag, you can hunt all year. However, during the fawn dropping season, they shut it down. They do shut it down for, I think it's 4 months. Like you can hunt them now again.
Isn't the DMAP that goes in areas just like your regular doe license?
No,
like a 4E.
No, yeah, it gets issued to 4E, but the farmer issues it to you, so you still have to hunt that farmer's field in 4E, that farmer's area.
On DMAP, they have it in game lands too. There's DMAP in game lands too.
Well, I know, but I think you have to watch where it gets issued and how it gets. I said there's a rule in that, and I don't want to state a rule I'm wrong on.
So, and another thing is that DMAP tag is twice what it costs to get a regular doe license.
Yeah,
they're all about the money.
Yeah,
guys, my DMAP tags were $3 for years.
That's for regular DMAP, when you buy them, they're $11.90.
Yeah, but I'm saying for years they were $3. They changed the price that battery.
Right. Yeah.
And if you don't use the red tag, I know you have to return it.
Well, you just report there's no kill.
Let me.
No, it says return.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's it.
It says return the tag.
Well, DMAP you have to report no kill. Agriculture, maybe it's agriculture. One of them you have to report no kill. One you have to return. I don't remember which one.
Sworn. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's
So,
not the point of it.
I know, like with the places I went in the past, you only got the tag if you killed your deer. They wouldn't give you it.
That was the old rules.
But yeah, no, you have to have it before you go in now.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the old. That was how the farmer gave you a little red band that you went in and tugged the deer with. That's how. Now again, that comes to. So the little red tag is what they call ag. It used to be called red tags. Now they're ag tags. Now here's the thing. So this is my question to you guys on ag tags. So I've heard a lot of dispute with ag tags over my years. I've heard a lot of people say ag tags are absolutely bullshit because all you're doing is when you shoot them, you're killing the fawns, you're killing this, you're not allowed, you're getting to jump before everybody else and all this other stuff. So I'll give you my little experience on this, and then you guys please give yours. So here's mine. Mm-hmm. I had permission to ag tag. Back then it was red tag, a farm.
Right.
I won't give the farmer's name. I actually took my son with, so him to witness it. We were both in orange, walking the edge of the corn, and I heard deer coming out the side of the corn. So I laid on the ground. I laid him on the ground. Out comes this doe, probably 200-pound doe. She was a monster. So she comes out. She stands at 20 yards. I put the rifle on her, and I just went to squeeze the trigger, and I heard something coming. So I stopped and looked, and here comes two fawns behind her.
Mm.
Now, you can kill them right now with an ag tag because this is how it's designed to be. But I personally did not do it because she had two fawns. So, on that note, that farmer asked me to never come back.
Yeah, he wants some shot.
Right, and as much as I'm all for the ag tag and the meat, I can't just let two little fawns get killed by the coyotes either. I have a heart.
Yeah.
So where do you guys stand in this? Like, what do you feel about that, or where are you at in it?
I would have done the same thing personally.
Yeah, I know I couldn't do it. If you saw the fawns with them, I'd let it walk. I know you're only allowed to shoot doe with those tags.
Yep.
And yeah, so I couldn't have done it.
Okay, so here's another scenario. I had a guy tell me he used to have ag tags, and in the ag tag scenario, he ended up shooting a doe, big doe, walked over, gutted her open.
Mm-hmm.
She had two fawns in her.
Yep, she bred late. Yep.
Yeah. So what's your theories of that?
He didn't know. I feel bad about it, but he didn't know.
Right, but does that change how you feel about ag tags?
No.
No?
No. See,
I think I understand the whole aspect, but I can't stand that part. Like, that's too dear to put a ranch on somebody else's property. So let me give you this. A button buck. A button buck will never stay on the property it's born at. Do the research. It will never stay on the property it's born at. It will always travel off.
Okay.
So if that button buck leaves, that was a button buck, could have been on maybe a state game lands 2 properties over. You know what I mean? So I have so many mixed feelings that go through this, and I agree with them because I see the crop damage, and I agree it's something got to be done. But I'm not a big advocate of killing fawns. I enjoy watching them on my trail camera probably just as much as I enjoy watching buck.
Sure. But this guy didn't know.
Sure, I agree totally.
Or whoever it was, this person didn't know, whoever did it. So I can't blame them for something like that.
Now going back to something you brought up a little bit ago, that guy that said he will not allow anybody to hunt. He won't even let nobody go in there archery hunting. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was completely ruined because that was my next option in that conversation was, well, I don't have to carry a gun. I can use a bow. And he said, no, hunting is not allowed. Now, I have another guy up the road here, a couple miles up the road from where I live, I stopped to talk to, who actually allowed me to hunt geese years ago. Chris and I actually hunted geese there years ago. Hey, Brett. And so that guy I stopped to talk to last year since I moved back to the area. And I said, hey, we used to hunt geese here years ago. I don't know if you remember me, but I moved back to the area, and I'd love to hunt here again if it would be acceptable. And he said, nope, you hunters ruined it for everybody.
Really?
He owns a ton of land, deer. I mean, geese. This guy just has. He said, he's ruined it for everybody. I'm tired of picking up your doggone garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's a big problem everywhere. That's with anything, hunting, fishing. It's just everything. People are pigs.
Yeah, you see that a lot on state game lands.
It is. It takes you. It don't take you anything. You carry the stuff in with you. It's a lot less heavier coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't comprehend it. I've gone in and found people's trail cameras with batteries underneath. I know we're getting off topic of what we originally want to talk about, but I mean, let's be real. I mean, people are slobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they ruin it for everybody. And listen, us as hunters, and you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but us as hunters have a duty. We're supposed to be a sportsman. That doesn't just mean the animal. That means the woods, the water. It means everything.
They always say, leave it cleaner than you found it.
That's right.
I'm not saying polish the rocks, but I'm saying, pick stuff up if you see it.
I have a real issue with it. Like, we got here on ag tags and red tags and DMAPs, but the reality of it is, a lot of these guys, the farmers don't want to enter property because the people who claim to be sportsmen are ignorant.
Yeah.
Hey,
not to change it up, but did any of you guys talk to Skip lately?
Yeah, we just talked about Skip before. I literally just talked to Skip before we get on live, so we asked everybody to pray for him. Yep, I actually texted him and said, "Hey, you getting on?" just to mess with him. And I knew the answer, but I just wanted to see what was going on. So no, you don't have to. So I just, I guess for me, guys, it comes down to the moral of this whole thing tonight is more and more sounds like it's we as sportsmen, as hunters, as fishers, as outdoorsmen, as enthusiasts, we got to get better at what we're doing.
I agree. 100%.
I walk out in my yard and I say to the kids, am I the only one that can see a piece of garbage in the yard? Pick it up.
So here's something I want to ask.
I'm fat.
No. I mean, yes, but no. Do you think that the abundance of hunters, because now they're giving everybody that applies for a doe tag for every round, right? There's no limiting. Do you think the number of hunters in the woods are pushing these deer to the safer farms and thus causing more damage?
Well, of course. I don't think you're doing it yet, though.
It's been years and years. Because I see, brutal honesty, I see more on private farms than I ever have in the woods anymore.
It's a sanctuary form.
Land. Yeah. And I understand it. I'm not talking against it. I understand why they do it. Now, do you think this upcoming, now that they're allowing us every Sunday to hunt, you think that's going to make it better or worse?
I hate to say this. I'm afraid it might make it worse.
That's where I'm at.
And here's so I love the Sunday hunting. So we're all over tonight, and I love it. So I love the Sunday hunting. However, right, I love that if I have a wedding on Saturday, I now can say, hey, I'll go to your wedding, I'll hunt Sunday, right? I love that. What I don't like is all these people. So the posted lands, especially area I live where you hunt, is owned, not right where I live, but within miles, is owned by Amish. So what I see happening now, and I could be wrong, is I think the Amish are going to either put signs up, no hunting on Sundays, or they're going to post all their land to make sure people stay out on a Sunday. And the reality of it is, I don't think it'll just be the Amish. A lot of guys, especially here, if you come to an area where I live, there's churches every 10 miles. I mean, Sunday is a day of rest, right? Now, my comments to that. You do not have to hunt on a Sunday if you don't want to. I understand that. Sunday is a choice, so it's good for the people. Another thing I have mixed feelings on. I loved it. I loved it. Tradition. So tradition is a big thing. We now ruin tradition. I don't know. There's a lot with it. I just think I do see it being a little hurt. And to be honest, if I was a gentleman who walked their dog, or if I was a gentleman who rode a bicycle in the woods, maybe did, like railroad trails and all that, I'd be pissed. Because Sunday was my only day to do those things in the woods without having to worry about getting shot.
Well, they should have to not worry about getting shot, but yeah, I see what you mean. Not everybody's as smart with their...
Well, we just talked about ignorance, so
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Well, okay, here's my thing. I love the small game hunt even more than deer hunt. And turkey, give or take it. It doesn't bother me. But now you get 8 squirrels a day. And how many rabbits a day?
4.
4? Okay.
4. And they got this cool thing like this.
Yeah. Sponsorship city. I get it. Now, add those extra 4 per day every Sunday. That's going to drastically kill off the small game population. I'm telling you, this is going to be much worse than people are thinking it is. Because people do not have restraint. Call me a liar. You can call me it, but people don't have the restraint to say, do I really need that extra 4 or extra 8 or extra this or extra 2 pheasants? No, I don't think they do.
Hey, Bob. So, Bob, there's a lot of people watching.
That's right. Don't fucking answer me.
Now, listen, there's a lot of people watching. I would love to hear their opinion in this, so I just wanted to throw that out there while these guys are jumping on what do they think Sunday will be a better impact or a worse impact towards.
But I'm telling you, I can see that.
Sorry about that. So you want my answer to that? I'm going to give mine. I don't see. I've been out there hunting, and I don't shoot 8 squirrels every time I go out. I'm allowed 8 squirrels a day, right? So if I'm allowed 8 squirrels for 6 days a week, and each time I go out, I only shoot 2 to 4, 6 squirrels, whatever it be. I'm just throwing a number out there. So if each time I go out, I only get half of that, but I'm allowed 6. Now Sunday adds, I still didn't shoot the amount everybody, that I was allowed.
No, that's where you're wrong. Because are you shooting 2 or 3 because you're like, I got 3, I quit? No, you're shooting 2 or 3 because that's all that you're finding. Same thing with rabbits. Tell me you wouldn't hit a limit of rabbits every day if you found them.
I do.
Okay, see? That's what I'm getting at. It's not that you're only shooting the 2 or 3 squirrels. It's because that's what's there. And I think having this Sunday hunt is going to reduce that number that you're going to see even greater. And yes, Bob, I get that it's another opportunity to take a kid out hunting, but it's hard to hunt nothing.
So let me ask you this. Are you trying to say that if they would have just done deer hunting for Sundays, you feel it would have been better?
No, I think it's gonna drastically reduce the population overall, but I think that Sunday hunting for deer at least is controlled by the tags. You're only allowed one per, correct?
Right.
Whereas with small game, with pheasants, waterfowl, all of it, you're allowed a limit per day as opposed to just one per tag. So yes, I think the fact that they're adding the Sunday hunts to that is going to drastically destroy the population, and the fact that they're not taking care of the predator population. They're not doing a darn thing, because I'm trying to stop cursing, about the coyotes. They're not doing anything about the wolves they're bringing in. Nothing. They're allowing them to run rampant while also now reducing this overall for everybody.
Mike?
The thing that gets me is, how can they sell all these antlerless deer licenses when there's not that many deer? Isn't that almost like theft by deception? They're taking your money. They're selling you something you don't have. They're selling you something that they don't have. But
I'm going to go there. So if a game warden's watching, I'm going to comment and help you here, Mike. So if a game warden's watching, they're going to hate me. So are you ready? So here's what happens, in my opinion. If you have 10 acres or 20 acres, and if you look, they do studies. I forget what the acreage is. I don't want to lie. It might be 100, but whatever it be. So they take a sample of these acres, and they go out there, and they take the amount of deer to an acre, and that's how they, determine how many deer can be killed in that wildlife management unit area. Now, my question always would be, I would love to talk to a game warden officer of this. Where are they taking them from? Are they taking this from a state game lands? Are they taking this from a posted piece of property? Are they taking this from a wildlife refuge? Like, where does that come from? Because I will say that I see a lot of deer, but the moment they're pressured, they're gone. So, but again, there's a lot of posted land around me. So what happens once that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I always really got depth. Okay, here we go. 3D or 3C, we are.
Yeah, but not all of us can come up to places like that. I'd love to be able to go to wherever these are. I don't know where those counties are, because I've never shot a bear. I've bought bear tag, and I've never shot one.
I would love to shoot a bear.
Yeah, it's just
I've seen one yesterday.
Yeah, but you naked doesn't count.
It was standing in the middle of the road when I went up to go to the parking lot to go check that's when I ran into that lady warden.
Yeah, but you can't shoot it in the middle of your parking lot.
No, it ain't my parking lot.
It's mine.
But they're around. I got one. I got a couple of them back on camera again. I'll bring the card over on Thursday.
But again, Bob is saying, and God bless him, he's saying he's seeing all these deer and bear up there, right? I come down here 3 miles up the road, and if you're not there the first day, Amish have already then run through it and just shot everything in sight, and they're allowed to do it.
They do it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to take a phone call, guys. I got to jump off quick.
All right. See you, Mikey.
See you, Mike. So one thing that, it's tough. That's all I can say. It's tough. It's a tough subject. It's a tough thing. But now I don't think, the one thing that'll be you'll like to hear is I don't think you're going to see the Amish hunting on a Sunday.
No, you won't. But they've already destroyed it they've already done theirs by day 2. You know what I mean?
I might be, but at least they won't be there Sunday.
No, if anybody on here has never seen it, I've seen this happen. They will have a cart that runs up along like an access road, and they will have a line of 7 to 15, 20 guys with guns. And as they go through, they will just boom, shoot whatever they see. It doesn't matter. They don't care. I've seen them shoot bear during deer season. Everything doesn't matter. And then they have other guys behind them that then drag it up to the cart, and then they pull it out. Yeah, I wish we could go to the Amish farms and Sunday hunt on them.
Well, I don't think so. Who commented that?
Bob.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Bob. I think that.
Funny.
Oh no, I know, but I think a lot of them Amish farms are going to shut down. I think the ones that are open are going to post their property. I think a lot of land around our area is probably going to shut down.
Yeah, but again, this kind of thing is why Like if I go out to, and I'm just going to say, I go out to Blackwood sometimes because it's my local public state game lands. If I go out there, there's nothing in the accessible area. But if you go back into the, like you said, the private spots, I've known people that have gone back there, walked back there because they're allowed. And they said it's nothing to see herds of deer back there. So like you said, is that where Game Commission are getting their numbers from and not on actual public land?
Dude, I've been dying to get a Game Commission officer on here as a guest.
I've tried.
Hey, listen, it puts them in a spot, and I don't want to ever put one in a spot.
But we'd never be a dick to them. We would
never.
I
know, but it would still put them in a spot. If they twisted their words or said something wrong, I think they probably feel like they would, you know what I mean, be held at what they say. And I could understand why they don't. I just wish they would, because I think, even if it was a retired one,
and we, it's not like Skip. We would be respectful of Skip.
Absolutely, we'd be respectful. It's only Skip we give crap.
Yeah.
but there's a lot to talk about in it, and I think a lot of it's opinion. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to anything. Same with ethical hunting, the same with all that. It comes to the sports.
I think this is going to come down to after year 1, year 2, where all of this is happening. Again, I think deer season, it's not going to affect that much at all because you're limited, right?
You still can only fill a tag you have.
Exactly. Beautiful. I love it. Fill your tags.
But I kind of disagree with that.
Well, okay, let me finish. But I think it's going to drastically impact the small game, the waterfowl.
Waterfowl you can't hunt.
On a Sunday?
Nope. Any federal animal cannot be hunted on a Sunday. Nope.
I didn't see that in the thing. Okay. Yep. Well, either way, my small game thing and the pheasants and stuff still stands. Now, if they did something to combat the predator population, where there weren't as many coyotes killing turkey, killing deer, killing rabbits, squirrels, etc., even fur-bearing animals, I think then they would balance out more, but they're not going to do anything about the coyotes. If they offered $5 a head for a coyote, how many people do you think would be out there like, dude, that's $5 a pop, I'm going?
Oh, no, I do it for free.
Exactly. You do it for free.
I love doing it.
Yeah, but now imagine you get $5 a head for it. Maybe you wouldn't miss this time. What? Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
I heard a little bit. So I have one more comment. I know we're reaching our mark to upload to Spotify. I think we're only allowed 50 minutes, right?
Yeah, we got to cut it off.
Okay, so hold on. I got one more I want to throw in this for you quick.
Sure.
So how many, you said you don't think it'll affect the deer population.
Right.
How many people do you think went and bought a license? So their grandma, their aunt, their uncle, their niece, their 8-year-old granddaughter, whoever, just so they got a doe tag to fill for that person.
Well, that comes down to, that's not the Sunday hunting part. That is the unethical hunter part, and that is the fault of the Game Commission by not regulating the number of tags. I don't think it should be unlimited tags purchased, because you're right. I won't do it. I'm not that kind of person. Yeah, West Nile. Yeah, okay, I'll get to that in a second. But I think the unethical hunter part is another conversation that we're going to have on another show. But in the same thing, I don't think they should ever do unlimited doe tags again. That was a bad idea. Now, yeah, the West Nile virus and other bird flu style viruses, they killed the grouse population down here too for a while. But that's not. Oh yeah, the fishers. Yeah, I think I've only honestly seen one fisher down here out in the wild. Remember that one, Ben? I told you about that one I found.
Yeah. I
think I even took a video of. I don't know where I have it anymore.
Well, here's the thing: they released the fishers to take care of the turkey populations. You know what's happening? The fishers are eating the squirrel. Yep. Fishers are eating everything the rabbits. Just about everything they can get their hands on. I would have rather had the turkey. I mean,
you're right.
Oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't turkey. It was porcupine.
Oh.
They released them here with a porcupine.
Either way, I'd rather have porcupines.
Yeah, how'd that work out? It drives me insane, some of the decisions. I see one a day snake hunting.
Bob, I know you catch and release the snakes, which is cool. I'm not a snake person myself, but God bless you for what you're doing. Do you have a fur bearing license then to take out a fisher? If you see one. I don't know the limit because I don't do fur bearing trapping.
One fisher a year.
Okay.
It's one fisher a year, and it's only within a certain couple week span.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's not like the coyotes where you have limit.
No.
Okay.
No, you can't even hunt them. You got to trap them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a few.
Again, I don't do that. That's not my
that.
area. I know people that trapping for only a week. Yeah, I know people that do trapping, and I know people really enjoy it. Like, oh my God, he's gonna kill me for getting. I have his shirt up in my closet. You know him. I met him up at the Walmart.
Matt Brophy. I'm gonna help you out.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. Again, I can picture your face till the day I die, but I don't do names. But yeah, so I know a lot of people that do the trapping. It's just that's never been my thing. Ben looks like he's sleeping because he froze. I'll give him a second. Hopefully it's him and not me. I shouldn't have said it like that. But anyway, today is Matt's birthday.
What? We're wigging out. I lost sound.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Matt. And not like the one where Ben said happy birthday.
On my screen, and I can't hear him anymore. So,
all right. So I guess
Matt's birthday. Happy birthday, Matt.
All right. So we're gonna call it for the day.
So, again, there he is. Let's say we lost Chris. I was given a second to come back. Nope, we lost him again.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're going to call it. Appreciate everybody coming in. And if I'm the one that's missing, then this is going to be really awkward. We'll see you.